Hello, everybody. Today was Juneteenth, and it is going to be over in, it's 11:28. It's going to be over in a little bit more than half an hour. So, a couple of interesting things happened this Juneteenth. Went to the gym to help out because I won't be there tomorrow. I'm going to a Masonic meeting. And we're going to basically have elections and probably go dark for the summer. So went to the gym, and I was talking with Zenny before things opened, and he was, talking about race relations. And he's black. He's black and Cherokee. His wife is white. Really cool couple, and they've been extremely nice and generous to me. They give me so much leeway when I teach. They give me so much support. I just really appreciate them. I love them, right? But he was talking about how angry white people are. He goes, "They so mad. They so mad. They think we want to replace them. That's not true, man. We don't want to replace them. What are they so mad about? They own everything." And I was like, well, they pretty much do, man. He talked about, he was visiting Chicago and to help his mom. She's going to move to Las Vegas. And he talked about how, the wealthy parts of Chicago where all the white people live and how awesome everything looks. And then he says, you just go to the ghetto and it's like, everything's just so much different. He says, why they mad? Why they got everything? And I said, Zenny, I'm having trouble understanding all this myself. Around the time Donald Trump got elected, I was like, damn, were white people always this crazy? Like, I'd meet individual crazy white people and racists. Racists I bump into all the time. But by and large, most of the people I knew outside of the military command structure, most of the people I knew were decent people who didn't have these idiotic beliefs about superior races or, races that are supposed to be subordinate to other races. It wasn't a thing that happened outside of the military. Outside of certain people that I might have worked for. Yeah, maybe I was kidding myself. Maybe white people in general are always this crazy. Humanity is crazy, to be honest with you. But anyway, he talked a little bit about a group of extremists that were all kitted up, had bulletproof vests and ARs and everything, and they got apprehended by the authorities, and they were going to go mess up a Juneteenth parade. And we had a Juneteenth parade Saturday morning when I taught. I didn't get to see it. I was teaching. But I thought to myself, I wonder what these official government Juneteenth parades and affiliated parades are. What is their character? Is it about remembrance? Is it about protest? Is it about current political situations? Certainly there's a history behind it, but this is what I wish would happen for Juneteenth here in Columbia, Missouri. All right, it's kind of a selfish wish, and if you're black and you're offended by what I'm saying, this is one of the few times I'll apologize for offending people. I really wish the black community and other communities in Columbia, Missouri would get together and say, let's commemorate Juneteenth by holding a musical festival that relates to black music, especially a jazz fest and a blues fest and hip hop, whatever. Let's hold a big music event. But I would really, just really, really, really love blues to be the number one feature of this, and then jazz to be secondary. And that's just because I really love the blues and I really love jazz, and I'm not that into rap. I into certain rap artists at certain times, but it's, it kind of drifted away from me. You got to remember, I got into rap by hearing The Message by Grandmaster Flash on the radio, and Rapper's Delight. I think, I even forget the name of who did that, right? The band. Hotel, Motel, Holiday Inn, right? And it was fun. And I saw Breakin' and Electric Boogaloo and all that, Beat Street, and the Graffiti Rock show, which was I think was just one show, and it was all geared towards fun and parties and lots of breakdancing, and rap evolved, and gangster rap really turned me off. Around that time, guys would be walking around the neighborhood, with the pants sagging and singing songs about who they were going to rape and kill, and I had trouble telling. There would be no music; they'd just be saying it to themselves sometimes, and I had trouble telling who was singing a gangster rap song and who had been sexually abused as a child. It really began to turn me off. And then, Biggie Smalls and Tupac, they had their beef and they iced each other, and I was just like, I'm out of here, guys. There was a point when it was fun, and I just fantasized about being able to break dance like that. That just really captured my imagination as a young kid who was into martial arts. I was like, wow, this is amazing. And I hear breakdancing is soon to be an Olympic event, so who knows? That there might be a big resurgence of it in popular culture, right? But if any member of the black community here in Columbia, Missouri is hearing me, just realize that this is a selfish wish, because this is an aspect of black culture that I just really admire. I love the blues. I've been singing the blues. I've been living the blues. My family turned on me, something like that. And jazz, if they held a music fest, people would be traveling for miles to come and see it. People would be flying in and buying tickets in advance. Yes, I understand. This is Columbia, Missouri. We have our famous Roots and Blues Music Festival. I get it. And yes, I understand we have True False Film Festival. I get it. But another blues and jazz festival in Missouri can only help, guys. It can only bring in more commerce. It can only help out the musicians. Do musicians care? Oh, another gig, another better paying gig in front of a big audience. What a horrible thing, right? That's not going to happen. Bring it. If you're going to hold a parade anyway, hold an event. You would help the town out. You'd bring in so much money. And what's funny is a lot of, not white supremacist people that are kind of racist or hold racist beliefs or preconceptions would probably still want to come to town for the music and still pay, and you'd be making money off of them, and some of them would be running concession stands, and they'd be like, please, more black people. More black people, more musicians, bigger crowds, please, because even there's a threshold of racism where all they see is race, but there's another threshold of racism where all they see is green, right? And they're like, right? So what if black people are making money off of this? So am I. Delicious. That's why I had that spoon on me, right? So yeah, Juneteenth. It was a low-key event for me, Most of the festivities were on Sunday, and I was teaching I was doing what I love to do, which is teach martial arts and interact with the students. But today was the actual Juneteenth, and it's fairly low key. Town was fairly quiet. We don't have a lot of racists coming here to Columbia, Missouri to start crap, okay? And let's keep it that way. But a jazz fest, a blues fest, yet another one, hey, I don't care if we had one every month. All it would do is help this town. All it would do is Ahmet Ertegun, famous, music luminary. He kind of like brought rock music out to the world and promoted all those rock bands, right? And he was interviewed once, and he was asked, what do you think, what is the greatest accomplishment of yours? What are you most proud of? And now this is where I love this, because Ahmet Ertegun, he's Turkish, and like me, he was born in Turkey, and he, like I, really like black music, and he said, I am most proud of the fact that I showed the world the greatness of black music. And that just goes to show you, and I'll tell you a little something, right? Turkish music, Turkish classical music is very bluesy, right? It has a lot of songs, they're called türküler, and a lot of music with the saz, which is a type of lute, right? Has a very sad quality. There's droning, and there's tears, and it's very heartfelt, right? I think that's one thing black Americans, African Americans, and Turks share, which is a profound need to express sorrow, to express emotion, to express the sorrow that they go through. And there's a tradition of it, right? And I would call it parallel evolution, right? Based on different circumstances. So Juneteenth, yeah. Let's sing the blues. Y'all have a good day.